Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Stepiphenie's Wake. I am so excited to come back and do this again. I have 12 readings and you are the first of them. So with that said, I'm going to figure out how many skips to get to your playlist. I'm not doing gems this week. Every week's probably going to be a little bit different. We have, this one flipped, 7. Oh, this song, Lean on Me. This is actually the title for Leo's reading. So maybe you're dealing with a Leo, maybe you have a little bit of Leo in your chart. But that's what we're starting with. So the title of your reading is Handle with Great Care, Jenga. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because when I first opened myself up to messages, I kind of go in order, and I saw a game of pick up sticks. You know, that game where, you kind of dump them all out and then you kind of have to sort out which one, you want to pull out. And that reminded me of Jenga as well, because Jenga is a very, very similar game. The difference, though, is that Jenga is generally a tower that's already built up, which reminded me of the tower card. Again, all fresh decks, so it's going to be easier to find what I'm looking for. The tower, like in Jenga, the difference between Jenga and pick up sticks, it's the same game of, carefully picking out what it is that you want, hoping that it doesn't all fall and crumble. But one of them, pick up sticks, is more of a wider base, a wider foundation. And Jenga is taller. So what I'm getting from that is whether you are building something from the foundation up, or you are dealing with something that's already been built. As you pull it apart, whether it's, picking out the blocks in Jenga or, picking out the long skinny sticks and pick up sticks, you need to handle this situation with great care. So again, the point of these games is to remove things without impacting the structure. So maybe you are in a situation with somebody or something, the tower again, for Jenga that is, the tower could be, the crumbling of false foundations like it is in this deck, but in Lenormand, the tower is an authority figure. So maybe this is a work situation. Maybe you're unhappy with the way something's going and you're trying to pick apart, or maybe, I just imagine like a conversation with your manager, you're trying to pick apart the little things that you want to see different or changed. And whatever it is, any little move, if it's careless or reckless, reckless is my word of the day, if it's careless or reckless, can cause that situation to crumble. So with that said, be careful with what you take out. Be careful with what you choose to poke. Remember, everybody, I'm imagining someone playing Jenga, and as you're going through, you kind of like poke the different blocks to see which ones are loose. Be careful what you take. Be careful what you poke. And in both of these games, in both of these situations, you need to calculate your maneuvers very carefully. Not quite like chess. Chess is kind of like looking forward down the line, and maybe great Jenga players or great pick-up stick players, I don't know if that's a skill, but maybe both of those things you do kind of try to plan ahead. But I feel like in this situation, you need to get to the nitty-gritty of something. You need to get to, the important pieces of something. And it's not necessarily something that you can look far down the road for. So since I already showed you the tower in this card, again, I want to show you what it looks like, which is shockingly like a Jenga tower. This card represents like turmoil, upheaval, again, the crumbling of foundations, false foundations specifically. And the tower is a sign of rebirth. What actually comes after the tower in tarot is the star card, which is hope and healing and renewal, wish fulfillment, new ideas. It's all good. There's a whole story that goes with the major arcana in tarot. So I feel like if something does fall, or if something has fallen, maybe this has already happened, but if something does fall, it's going to remove what isn't meant to be there. Or it's going to give you a chance to rebuild something better. So whether you are building out, whether you are establishing the foundation, like pick up sticks to then build up, or whether you're peeling apart something that's already been built and now you're trying to figure out, how to make it better or where its weak spots are. The song Alchemy by Above and Beyond is on now. So I feel like you're building something. you're creating. So pickup sticks was the first sound or the first image that I got, and alchemy is all about using elements, using the natural elements to create. So Above and Beyond Zoe Johnston, Alchemy. And it's kind of funny, if you look up the album cover for that, it almost looks like a game of pickup sticks. So that's kind of cool. So, let's see what falls out. I always plan to do that 5-card spread. Does it happen? Sometimes. I'm trying to keep these at a reasonable length, so sometimes yes, sometimes no. But I'm going to start with this deck. So what messages does Aries need? So what messages does Aries need? Pick up sticks, pick up... Alright, so, the moon. The moon is a lot about what's hidden, what can't be seen, the subconscious. So maybe something has been bothering you for a really long time with the hangman on the bottom. The hangman is all about seeing things from an alternate perspective, but he's also a card of sacrifice. So again, I still feel like this is a like a work situation or an authority. That's not the right word. There's 2 towers in this card. Do you see them both on each side? So maybe this is a relationship. I feel like somebody has been like taking one for the team for too long. And in the song it just said, she is the golden one. I feel like somebody has been taking one for the team for too long, and somebody is trying to pull apart the pieces that no longer fit in their tower. And maybe it is meant to fall. I mean, that's the whole point of Jenga. It's meant to fall. So maybe the ending is near, but you're keeping it hidden. And the moon looks kind of sad, right? He looks kind of stern, kind of solemn. There's spiritual meanings behind the dogs and the lobster or crayfish. So I encourage you to go look those up. Spiritual meaning of da-da-da. But sacrifice, I feel like somebody has been keeping themselves stuck. Somebody has been keeping themselves in this structure. Again, it could be work or relationship. In this structure. And they're having a realization about something that they want to do differently. Take all of the things we so carefully made. Or maybe somebody has been pulling out blocks from their tower. And now it's a holy tower and it's just waiting to fall. Because this is also enlightenment. This is like somebody knows something now. That's what that kind of halo around him means. Maybe something's been hidden and now it's coming to light. And again, I said false foundation, false tower. So maybe this structure is just waiting to fall. This holy structure is just waiting to fall. All right, can I get clarifiers for that? Be handled with great care. So if it's meant to fall, and maybe you don't want to hurt the person, maybe you're trying to save someone's feelings, or make it as harmless as possible. 3 of Cups. So this is a card of union, celebration, togetherness, a lot of partying. But it's also a third party kind of thing. It's like 3 is a crowd. And considering Alchemy is playing right now, it says she is the chosen one. I feel like there's a relationship that's crumbling. Sorry. Maybe you're the one pulling out the blocks, or maybe somebody else has pulled out the blocks. But with the 7 of Wands on the bottom is kind of like the common denominator of the situation. I feel like a third party has come to light, and somebody may be trying to shove the blocks back in, but somebody else is holding their ground, and they're like, no, this is how I feel. This is what has to happen. And look at all those sticks. So maybe the foundation was established. It was built. I mean, they're wands, but maybe that pickup sticks has a wider base. it doesn't go as high, but it's wide. That's just how the sticks fall. They're different shapes. You know, the Jengas are blocks, the sticks are shapes. I don't know why I have to keep saying that. The song Smooth Sailing by Queens of the Stone Age. I feel like someone is holding their ground of like, no, you can't put these blocks back in. This has been discovered. This is how I feel. This is what I see. Because again, the moon governs our emotions. If you look up your natal chart, the moon is your subconscious. It governs your habits, your emotions. The subtle nudges that you get are part of your moon. I have an Aries moon, fun fact. And so I have a really intense way of experiencing emotions. So I feel like this person, I mean, they don't like what they have to do. They don't like that these two towers are separate. But both the two towers are whole. You know, there's no holes there. I'm burning bridges. I destroy the mirage. Visions of collisions. Oh, there's a separation happening. And again, I'll say it, people don't leave things because they're good. So if this is a holy tower, think of like old England towers. They get to a point of deterioration where they don't even want people to go inside of them. And so I feel like these two towers, I mean, they just said burning bridges, so maybe there was a bridge across and now it's gone. The moon, you know, this third party may have exposed it and kind of destroyed that disconnect. And now it's like, what's really worth salvaging, excuse me. Maybe you are savage. Dogs are a sign of loyalty, by the way. And one dog looks loyal. He's looking at the tower. The other one looks distracted. And I wish my camera would focus. It's selective. And what's kind of cool is the moon is within the sun in this card. It is the whole sun, but you can only see part of it. So maybe this hasn't happened yet. Somebody knows about this, but they need to approach this situation. That's what it is. Somebody knows about this third party, and the tower has already fallen. Jenga, it's already happened. But they need to approach this very carefully. Very carefully. Because maybe the other person is kind of sensitive or has something of importance, information, knowledge. I just got like blackmail kind of vibes. Hopefully it's not you. If that's not your situation, again, there's always that, the wider foundation, the pick up six ones, where it's like if you're establishing your foundation, be selective with the foundations that you establish. Be selective as you're pulling those apart. Everything needs a firm foundation if you want to actually build something to last. So what flipped? Last card, the title card. I leave this card in my deck just because it's my like period dot, like end period, title, end, roll credits kind of thing. Like somebody is aware of a third party situation and the tower has already fallen. Maybe they haven't spoken about it, but that tower is holy as hell. And the next block that comes out is going to crumble the tower. So handle with care, handle this situation with care. But somebody's already made up their mind. Somebody's been sneaky, somebody's been deceived or deceiving. So Aries, we are the first sign on the wheel, which means technically we're kind of immature with our emotions. That's why we are so fiery. We're aggressive. The ram. We're known for, attacking things head on. And maybe that's what you need to not do. That's the handle with care. You can't attack this head on. I feel like this is going to have major, a ripple effect, a major repercussions if you decide to handle this in an immature, forceful, aggressive way. And you're allowed to be angry, especially if you've been deceived by, somebody going behind your back. This guy's all sneaky, but title, end. It's over. Something is over. So all you can do is let it fall. And then, guess what? After that happens in the game, you just build it back up. You build what you want to. So maybe you're going from this tower, this holy tower, to a new way of doing things. Maybe this situation was built in a very narrow base, and it was built really tall, really fast. And so now moving forward, I hope you learn from this situation, and I hope that you focus on a wider, firmer foundation. And the song River by Bishop Briggs. So I think I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I hope this helps. Please like, share, subscribe. If you resonated with this, I appreciate it, and see you soon.